second-guess situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw. Brooks. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on fourth down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at their own 14-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
The Bengals hit 10 and 4 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Burrow. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
On the return, it's White.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop this. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go around.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 8. Washington's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Come on, set. Hut, hut.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. We're scoreless after 1.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Down. 60 red. 60 red. Shot. 17. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Brooks. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Ready?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Black, hut.
Operating from the gun. Brooks. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of those receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 45. Ready?
Looking to throw. Brooks. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. And now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Second down in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and
And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
5-yard gain on the play.
And Burrow going to change the play.
Bengals first down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Brooks. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Demetrius Knight able to record his 5th sack of the season. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set. Black 40. Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers had 6 to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. And that flag accepted.
Wh0a2 set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Hayes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
It's a gain 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Olave holds it in. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground field goal range. They've got his man complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Chris Olave, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The Steelers take over first and 10. The Steelers take over first and 10. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here we go. Ready?
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Here's third and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
Back to throw. Brooks. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Wh0aTV set to kick off.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Hayes. And he rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Ready?
From the gun on third down, Hayes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a fourth down now.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Looking to throw. Brooks to the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Brooks. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting it with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Olave over the middle. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Start.
Looking to throw. Hayes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 65 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them a possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Brooks. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for White on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco once again. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Come on.
Looking to throw. Hayes. He'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. On the ground, it's Taj Brooks. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hayes. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Let's
go now.
34-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
10 yards there on a Bengal first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Hayes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
An audible here to get a new look. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Pacheco is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run where you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Brooks. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have the Bengals 1st down. And it's celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't